So, Scorpio, your week commencing the 6th of January forecast begins with the potential for a very powerful clash. This may have actually reached a climax in the week before this one, and with Mars, which is your traditional ruler, inverting into your sister water sign later on Monday, what that can trigger within you is a desire to actually escape a situation which is proving to be very complex and potentially also very hard to resolve. Part of the issue might be that another person has seen you as being very intransigent, perhaps wanting, as they see it, to be very dominant in a situation. But it's also possible that you feel that you felt very vulnerable and have found it that it's them that have been difficult. So it's a very complex situation. But Mars inverting into your sister water sign of Cancer could also see you gain some knowledge and advice, particularly through to the 24th of February through its retrograde, by rethinking some of your approach to this complex issue. For some Scorpios, I think this may be a classic work-life balance. So if you're working very, very hard and perhaps someone close to you is finding it difficult to see what your aims are, why you're doing that, that could be the complexity. On the other hand, maybe you're working hard supporting someone else's ambitions and that's not quite working for you. But someone can provide some independent but also very helpful input to this situation. It could be a life coach, it could be a counsellor, it could be an accountant, it could be a business coach. It just depends on your unique situation. But another part of your nature may actually want to liberate yourself and have some more physical free space, particularly with Mercury, the planet of communication, moving into the sign of Capricorn on Wednesday, but most of all the Sun in that sign linking to Uranus in your sector of relating. So there could be quite a frank exchange at the end of this week. And if a relationship, for example, has been bumping along the bottom, perhaps the natural thing to do will be to give one another a little bit of airspace so that you can collect your thoughts. And that may be something that would work well. But Saturn does continue in your sector of romance, and it does also continue in a square with Jupiter in the 8th house of devotion. So something isn't working very well, or there are squabbles over money. Those can manifest too as this week goes on. But the return of the North Node, the point of destiny, into your sister water sign of Pisces after a 17-year absence on Friday late in the day is a truly seminal moment. You could feel very, very emotional. If you're single, it could be a time that you encounter someone who really makes your pulse race. In fact, there could be a very electric connection towards the end of this week. But for many Scorpios, there's part of you that likes to have a degree of continuity in your life. But when your two rulers are in mortal combat, like they have been recently, first of all on the 3rd of November, then again last week, the 3rd of January, it's really bringing into the open some kind of power imbalance in some part of your situation that will need to be looked at. And one of the ways you could do that is to remove yourself from that situation, but it won't necessarily solve it. And that's where seeking knowledge or watching videos that help you to get a better understanding of your situation can be so helpful. But for Scorpios where things are going well, there could be the opportunity to head off on some kind of travel or adventurous plan, particularly by the end of this week. And it could be like a breath of celestial air. Have a great week, Scorpio. And if you've yet to watch your year 2025 deep dive video, please see the link beneath this one.